Greetings, nerdlings, and welcome to AmalgamNation presents WoW, You're Such a Noob. Elvui edition, that's it. I couldn't think of what the name of the add-on was for a second. Elvui is the UI add-on I have, and you will see how complicated but awesome it can be. You know, at the moment, unfortunately, you're seeing how shitty my internet connection is. Right. Unfortunately, you won't be able to see the top, this corner of the screen. For me, it's that corner, because I've got myself up there. I made it smaller so that you wouldn't have to deal with seeing too much of it. Because the main thing that's important here is showing you guys Elvui like I said I would. As soon as the game fucking loads. They really need to upgrade that cinematic. Okay, you're gonna witness why I very rarely actually create new characters. It's a pain in the arse for me because I always forget about add-ons that I'm not using. Such as this one. Which, as you can probably guess from that, it's an add-on that allows you to play with your controller, but only if you have special software also installed at the same time. Right, this is all part of that add-on which I'm going to be turning off, which means the game is going to have to reload. There we go, console port. No. I do not want console port turned on. There we go. Anything else I don't want turned on? Specifically for this character, I don't want you. Pretty sure it's a priest, so no. There we go. That'll disable those add-ons. Now to go through the long process of getting this done for me. Okay, so all of this is elements of Elvui, and it looks nothing like what I'd normally have it look like. Okay, so just to show you some of the basics, there is a quick method for me to set this up, and I will be using that instead. So let's see. There we go. Toggle anchors. What toggle anchors does is it allows me to move around most of the elements of the game, such as that experience bar. that bar there, I can't remember what's. Well, that's basically where your attacks go. Those are chat windows and everything like that, and I can basically do this, which is something I do on my one. Lock, close, and as you can see, I now have my minimap down at the bottom of the screen, where for me it's a lot easier to look because you're focused on this area of the screen. Nothing above you matters most of the time, so having the minimap up here in the corner doesn't work for me. Now to show you guys the quick method of doing things now. First of all, actually before I do that, first of all, priorities is an add-on to the Elvui. It's annoying and finicky to move. I tend to set it up over here. So I'll show you the Y offset. That's up and down. And here's why it gets annoying. Let's see, X offset. That's as low as it can go, so I can't even put it down here where I'd really like to. Another thing that you should be aware of is my character normally appears up there in the corner. That doesn't happen, so, but I'll show you how to do that now in a second. First of all, I'm going to Profiles, Copy From, and let's see. Where is it? No. Definitely not copy from there. No. Copy from Dorori. Right, now as you can see there's an instant change. I still need to move priorities up. Because the Y offset doesn't work. I need to change. Oh, that's grand. Just make it there. That's a bit better. Now, as you can see, character's still not up there, and there's a few minor things that I need to fix. So first up, I'll go with fixing my bags because they're missing. So bag bar, enable the bag bar, reload. Unfortunately, a lot of the changes you make in Elvui involve you having to constantly reload. It can take you a while to set it up, but once you set it up, it can work brilliantly. Just move these out of the way. I like to keep them two there. That's for farming and stuff, although I won't actually be using this character, but to show you guys my layout in any way. As you can see, it's all weird looking at the moment. Just selected a random faction, so my experience with that faction appears here, and my artifact power appears above that when I get to having an artifact, which is the weapons that you currently get in the game. And if you're playing the game already, you're probably wondering why I'm explaining that to you. Anyway, so this is basically my layout. I just need to make a few more tweaks and changes, such as that. I might as well do unit frames, disable those, and accept. Now that should fix the problem of my character appearing up in this, in that corner. No, it's actually that corner there. So as you can see now, I'm back up in the corner. and that's a bit better. I've got this horrible blocky text. Unfortunately, I have to exit the game entirely to fix that. But I'll show you how roughly in a moment. Let's see. Skins. Right, I tend to disable a lot of these, especially the add-on manager, calendar frame, artifact, auction, archaeology, bags. Although I've only got the one bag at the moment. Character frame, collections. I'm not even sure what that is, so I'll disable that. Dressing room, dead recap, counter journal, friends, garrison, guild control, guild bank, gossip frame, guild registrar, help frame. I don't keybbind for some reason. It's just not something I do. I'll disable that. LFG. Disable the looking for guild because I may very well come back and play this character at a later date. Macro frame, miscellaneous frames, merchant frame, non-raid, objectives, the Obliterum Forge, petition frame, pet battles, order hall. I don't do PvP. Scouting map, raid frame, socket frame, quest frames. As you can see, I'm going through every single thing. Disable, 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 disable. That does not mean I cannot move them, by the way. That just means it's not going to skin them. Disable, 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 disable. Actually, yeah. Disable and disable. And we close and click accept. If I had have clicked accept every single time I clicked one of those things, I would have had to reload the screen God knows how many times. Just to show you the difference. That I like the Blizzard interface. I wish I could make this look more like it, but in that position with that map there and everything like that. But alas, I cannot. Now, just to show you, yeah, everything's working. But there's still a few tweaks to make for me for Elvui. For example, where the general media. There we go. Apply that font. Combat text. Apply a font. No, homespun. Morpheus. I like this font. I can apply textures, so I'm going to apply runes and frost. Once again, reloading. Jeez, it's already 15 minutes into this vid. Well, 15 minutes of me recording. Doesn't mean you guys are getting a 15-minute vid. So, as you can see, everything looks a bit different. I just got a quest. So, what do I have to do? Kill some wolves. Do that. Now, that was 42 experience. I'll show you why I always use heirlooms when leveling. Sweet, I haven't seen the cloth armor version of this, so that's nice. Let's see. No. Well, mounts. First of all, I need my mount. Where is it? There it is. I always put that there. Bag. Put that there. So that I can hearthstone quickly if I need to without having to open the bags. Heirlooms. Apparently I'm a disciplined priest. This is the gear that's available as a disciplined priest, so I'll go with you. You. The headgear, even though most of this won't make much of a difference, gives a look. Headgear. Back. Shoulders. Bit of lag, but now robe, legs, that's a trinket, neck. I'll go with a staff, considering the character has a staff there, but I'll go with that one. And I'll leave it at that, but equip. Now, I forgot something. Elvui fucks up the chat bubbles, so gives a look. There we go. I do not want that skinned, so disable that. Reload. I'll show you the difference between with heirlooms and without. You've already seen the basic attack with without heirlooms, and I got 42 experience points, and I did 83 damage total. Well, give us a look. The DPS is a better one. 28 DPS. Should probably actually reset that. I wasn't paying attention, so let's see. The lag is real. Okay, this time just to pay attention to the experience. 72 experience instead of 42. So I'm gaining nearly 50, well, over 50% more experience. And these heirlooms level up with me as I go. So anybody that plays already knows about them, but they probably didn't realize how much of a difference having so many heirlooms can make. Yeah. And I've already hit level 3. Now the only downside to this UI is it, unlike the basic Blizzard one, this doesn't automatically add your spells to the bar. It just, you have to do it yourself, basically. Is there an option in Elvui for skin of loot window? Yeah, I've already told it not to skin it. Oh well. Let's see. Something that bothers me. Interface, auto loot. I hate having to click on things. And that's pretty much it for this vid. Right, that's everything I know how to do in Elvui. Once you create a profile, you can do something else. This is the last thing I'll show you. You already seen me selecting copy from. Now, if I export the profile, there we go. That's it in text format. Plug in export. Right. There we go. That's everything about the thing in that form, and table form is even simpler. Right. So I export that. I save it in a text document. I keep that text document on one of these or for safety. Then I just copy it and paste it. Now, if I look, Control A, Control and C, if I copy that now, close, import profile, even though I'm already using it, I can select import now. It's selected a name, but I'll name it Priests. Accidentally caps lock. There we go. It's named Priest, and I should probably show you one other thing. Back up here in general, under media, we have these options. I always leave the values in red so that they're easier to see. Now, look, class color, white. Ugh, that's horrible. No, I'm not going with white. That hurts my eyes. Okay, so let's see what happens when I do this. That's a bit better. Now for you, go with blue, not that dark. There we go. Should probably make that a bit of a blue as well. There we go, that's nicer. So, yeah, you can change the colors, and that's pretty much it for that. Now, I'll explain one last thing that's not Elvui, and it's this. Right? This thing here is called Fireman. As you can see down in the corner, that says Fireman right unfortunately, if I move the... It says Farm Bar number 1. She knows. Right, now to use Farm It, you have to drag things to it, but it comes in handy. So I can type in /farm it group add, and it adds a new bar to it. I always start off with 2, and then eventually I might need 3. But basically, if you shift click that, it locks it into position, so there's no amount of dragging that there. By shift clicking this, it toggles bank inclusion, so at the moment, as you can see, it's in my bag. I'll take you for a ride to Stormwind. I'm going to take a shortcut though. Let's see. It actually would have been quicker to go out the other gate, but fuck, my mistake. Too low a level for that quest. More than twice my level. And I'm just going to ignore them. Right. The reason I'm going to Stormwind, for anybody who doesn't play the game, is because that's where my bank is. Well, that's where the bank is. So, good old Stormwind. I just did a lore vid about that guy. Huh. Brilliant. Okay, I'll go to a less busy bank. That one's always busy. So, this way, over here. I don't even have to look at the map for this. I know Stormwind like the back of my hand. Every now and again they make some small changes to it though, but age does that to the back of your hand as well. So, but for the most part, I know where everything in Stormwind is. Okay, so that's the auction house and the bank. Is there an event on at the moment? Oh fuck. I knew I was forgetting something about Elvui. The maps buttons. Mini map. I like to see my calendar on the mini map, but it automatically hides it. Closed. There we go. So calendar. Auction house dance party on the 22nd. Nice. Dark Moon Fair is on. It ends tonight at midnight. Okay. I missed the Midsummer Festival, but I don't really like that in any way. And next week is time walking, but I'll be away most of next weekend. Phineas G. Bankwardy. Right, that's a guild bank. I'm not in a guild, so I can't use it. There's literally one other person here. Okay, so I don't even have the money to buy that. Now, I should probably unshift click that. So I put that into the bank. This says I have none. Now I shift click it. It says I have 9. It comes in handy when you're farming materials such as leather, iron, like any kind of ores or things like that, herbs. Drag them to the bar here, shift click them, and it will keep track of what you have and haven't got. I could have sworn I changed that. Elvui, skins, where's the skins? There we go. I do not want you controlling my mail. Thank you very much. That looked horrible. There we go. Okay. And I can sell off. Actually, need that. Unfortunately, when it comes to heirloom equipment, there is no gloves or boots or belts. There are 2 rings. I have one of them, but I don't have it equipped to this character because it's a strength ring and they're not needed by a priest. Priests don't use strength. In fact, it gives a look. Intellect, like I thought, stamina, armor, and mana regen. So that's pretty much it. Thank you for watching, and as always, remember, play to game and game to play.